finish off your rankings this week with your tight ends. We'll talk Travis Kelce, shocker, at number 1. Mark Andrews, shocker, at number 2. Then it gets interesting, and by interesting, I mean not really that interesting because it's normally these same people over and over again. It's Kelce, Andrews, Freiermuth, Njoku, Kittle, Hawkinson, rounding out your top 6. The other side, Everett, Schultz, Foster Moreau, Greg Dulcich, Taysom Hill, and Evan Ingram. It just gets more and more gross when talking tight ends, to be completely honest with you, buddy. Like it just gets more and more gross. I told
you it's basically pointless.
I should have did what you asked for, and maybe I'll come up with this before the end of the show. But just having a dartboard on everyone not named Travis Kelce and Mark Andrews. Like that's where it is. That's where we're at with tight ends.
There's one other name that I think excites me right now, and I'll go there. Well, I think Pat Freiermuth's solid. I think him and Dallas Goedert, when Dallas Goedert were healthy, also belonged on that list of guys that you can pretty much start. It is David Njoku. It's an interesting name, especially with Deshaun Watson coming back. You guys know how I feel about Deshaun Watson and what I think he's going to be capable of doing. But even before that, David Njoku had started to play better. You still have your days where he gets 3 points like last week against Buffalo. But he's getting back healthy. Last week he played 80% of the snaps. So that was a big deal. And he got 5 targets, 29 yards, and did score. And had 7 targets. So you got to like that. But now there's being reports that he has a knee issue and he missed the second day of practice. I just got this note and I didn't know this had happened. So I might have to move him down in my rankings. It looks like he could still return to practice today, so we'll see how that plays out. If he does return to practice and he plays on Sunday, I like the matchup there. I like what he's going to be able to do. But now that I'm seeing this injury news, I don't even want to talk about David Njoku anymore. We can move on. Forget that. I'm not cutting that. I'm not clipping that.
Do you want to move Njoku? That's then the question. Do you want to move Njoku?
Not at this point because I don't know that he's not going to play. But when I seen the news that he has a knee injury, that doesn't excite me. That actually makes me worried a little bit. I need to see if he practices today, but he will definitely move if he does not practice. If he's questionable leading up to Sunday, he's going to move because I doubt he'll play if that's the case.
Okay. All right. And Njoku now getting a new quarterback. No, hey, it's okay. It's okay. It happens. It happens. Njoku, though, gets Deshaun Watson as his quarterback this week and moving forward. So either way, his value could be going up. But then you look at the rest of your tight ends here. I mean, you got your top guys. Aaron,
Let me ask you the question.
Hold on. I actually have a good question here. Maybe it applies, and if it doesn't, then you can ask me the question, or either way, you can ask me the question here. But which tight end are you most confident in when you look at your dart throws? I mean, obviously, your rankings show what your rankings show. For me, you're asking me which one. I was going to say which one of the darts are you throwing your dart at this week? So, and we're eliminating the top 5, the top 6, right? The top 6 are not considered dart throws, basically.
Yeah, and maybe they're not on this list.
My tight end that I'd have the most confidence in as a dart throw isn't on this list. He isn't on this list, and he would be the guy that I would have in my most like list. He would be the guy that I'm starting, and it'd be Cole Kmet. That I'll lightly talk about Cole Kmet in this section just because if you did ask me a question, I'm not going to bitch out on it. Cole Kmet is the one that I'd be the most confident in as a dart throw because of his relationship with Justin Fields, who is trending to play this week after battling that shoulder injury. Again, not his throwing shoulder, so it shouldn't affect him throwing the ball to Cole Kmet, who has been one of his favorite targets in the past. You now have Darnell Mooney, who's out. Cole Kmet should be that confident dart throw if you're trying to grab that dart and throw it at the board. You may miss because that's what tight ends do to you. But Cole Kmet would be the guy that I'm the most confident
in. Yeah. I don't have anything.
Great.
I'm not throwing a dart at Cole. I'm not throwing a dart at Cole Kmet. He just hasn't been good enough. He's had 2 games this year. And they were big games. But they were both 2 touchdown games. I don't know.
Well,
I hate tight ends.
You don't even have your starting tight end. Your matchup you like for, or Actually, you do. You do. Your dart throw comes at number 12 for Evan Ingram, which we'll talk about in just a few moments. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's just transition. Let's have that smooth transition. Let's talk about our let's go inside.
Well, it's not smooth if you have to. It's not smooth if you have to say it.
Nothing I do is smooth. Nothing I ever do is smooth. Okay, that's where we're at here.